Star Power!
Tama, turn it down. Turn down the radio. Turn down the radio. Did y'all hear the news? Bitch, they said Widow Von'Du was out there whooping ass.
Oh, you done did it now. Get out. Baby, get your ass out my house. I'm your boyfriend. I gave you the black dick one time. Get out. Get out. Get.
Now, y'all know I'm just that kind of person. I like to make a little bit of lightness out of a situation. A little bit of laughter if I can. I know it's a serious situation, but just so everybody can just breathe and calm down and let it out. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. It's me, Pierre, aka Nina Bonina Brown, and I am here with some raw news. Because, you know, my gaming is boring, the kids don't want to watch that, and all they care about is drama, not people having a good time and being happy. So I'm here to feed the girls the drama that they want so bad. Yay, drama. But yeah, welcome back. You know, here where we keep it cute, keep it mute, or get the boot. You know, we have some heavy discussions here sometimes, some real discussions, and we just want people to be mature about it. Like, if you disagree, but don't be all up in the comment section being all ignorant, because you will be blocked and chopped immediately. But yes, did you hear the news? Widow Von'Du arrested on domestic violence charges. So we all know and love Widow Von'Du from the 12th season of RuPaul's Drag Race, otherwise known as Ray Fry, sickening entertaintress from Kansas, can lip sync the house down, turn the party. Bitch, she might be sickening drag queen. Unfortunately, things went down and Widow was arrested for domestic violence this Monday. But it's going to be a quick video, no fancy editing and all that. This is about the unfortunate situation going on with Widow Von'Du. I don't even like to do videos like this because I feel like it's like trying to harbor off of people's downfalls. That's why I don't really watch too many drama channels, because, I mean, but this is what the kids want, so let me just try to give them a little bit. Leading up to this mess that has happened, I feel like Widow's been going through a few things. She's even, you know, those of y'all know she was on the verge of wanting to like quit drag and do all kind of stuff like that, because the fans of just the way the fans have treated her, which I know I've been through that. A lot of us have been through that. A lot of us will never understand what that feels like. So I feel like she's kind of been on the verge in a way of like wanting to slap a hoe for a long time. Because I'm going to give my opinions about this, like my real opinions about this. But let me go ahead and read this. So it says, Ray Fry, known to RuPaul's Drag Race fans as Widow Von'Du from the show's 12th season, was arrested and taken into custody by Kansas City Police Department Monday after an altercation over the weekend. Per TMZ, and we all know TMZ isn't the most credible people to really be relying on, Fry's boyfriend told, this is alleged her boyfriend because it's been brought up that that's not her boyfriend from different people, told authorities that the drag performer became upset after discovering him asleep in his home Friday. Fry then allegedly proceeded to punch his face 4 to 5 times, strangle him, drag him across the floor, and eventually push him into the bed frame. According to People, Fry was charged with 1 count of domestic assault in the 1st degree and 3 counts of domestic assault in the 2nd degree. He was released from custody on Tuesday after posting $5,000 of a $50,000 bond. Okay. However, video of Fry's arrest posted to Twitter by user SindalX shows the drag star asserting it was he who was assaulted in my own apartment, and that the altercation was him defending myself from his boyfriend. You're taking me down because I was assaulted in my apartment, as someone else would not understand that his privilege does not extend to my apartment. Fry and Drag tells police as small crowd gathers on the street. And let me show that video now.
What do you need me to do? What do you need me to do? Here's my thing is, they're saying they're taking you down for questioning.
No, they're taking me down because I was assaulted in my apartment,
In your own
and
house.
someone else would
In
not
her
take
own
the
home.
would not understand that his privilege does not extend to my apartment. I am being arrested for defending myself
In
in
her
my
own
apartment.
home. In
As
her
a black man in this city, I am being arrested for defending myself in my apartment. And just because his ass got beat up because he would not leave when I asked 5 times, I'm being arrested. So what I want everyone to see is that I am being arrested right now for defending myself in my apartment instead of someone being arrested for violating me.
So basically, Widow is reportedly due to appear in court on June 7th. Okay, this is some messy. So, okay. Word is that Widow allegedly asked this person, I think his name is Liam, to dog watch for her while she was gone. Or walk the dog. And I guess by the time she got back, she wanted this person gone. And they didn't leave, they weren't gone. And the guy, Liam, reportedly is saying that Widow was intoxicated, came home drunk, and basically was just over the top and started whooping his ass. Now, before I go further into my real thoughts and opinions of this, here's a video of one of Widow's friends describing different accounts from people who's had an issue with this person named Liam, the one who Widow is allegedly the one that beat up, that he is toxic, that he is a little crazy, and people have had to kind of get him together as well. And I'm going to go ahead and just pause each moment to read it.
Of the toxic behavior from the person who accused Widow. So there you have several accounts of this person doing the same thing to several other people, being toxic, being dangerous. So you wonder why Widow had to do what she had to do. In addition to that, this person was told not to be in her home. She has text messages of her telling this person not to be in her home hours before she got home. So what would you do if you asked somebody not to be in your home hours before you got home and they were still there when you got there and they still refused to leave after you got home? In addition to that, this was not her boyfriend. This was somebody who walked her dog when she was out of town. And all that's neither here nor there. If you are not on that lease, you are not married, you should not be in somebody's home when they tell you not to.
So some comments are saying that this Liam person, that he is absolutely calculated enough to be dangerous. That's why I was so uncomfortable with him being anywhere near Melissa. As soon as I heard, I asked, well, what did Liam do now? He is so toxic and have continued to mess with people's lives. I hate that I used to call him a friend and that I was manipulated by him for so long. I'm glad that he is finally in position, that his manipulative behavior is being brought to light. I tried that already. He is very good at telling people what they want to hear. He also doesn't think he is wrong at any fault for anything in his life or honestly even care. I'm afraid he has got too far gone, to be quite honest. I spent every ounce of my being caring for him last January. I was exhausted, stressed, and sad. My final straw and only thing I felt I had left to do for him was to involuntarily check him into a psych center. He lied his way through every bit of the program, got no help when he left it, not made any attempts to correct his behavior. It was over the course of that month I saw the lights turn off in him. I give people way too many chances and exhaust myself attempting to help them. Sometimes things and people can't be fixed. Agreed, for so long I thought he was lost and needed help, but not only did he refuse all the help offered, he terrified, stalked, verbally and physically attacked others when they made boundaries clear. He's dangerous and needs to be held accountable for his actions. Liam also claimed that I have beat him in a situation which he invoked and initiated violence against me. This kid is psycho and ruining lives. Wait to hear the full story, both sides, before you make your decisions on this situation. So, as you see, multiple people have had crazy encounters with this Liam character. This Liam person is a white person. I'm a little confused on the situation. Okay, if Widow knew that this Liam person has all these toxic ways and whatever the situation is, why would you even allow them in your house in the first place to be even watching your dogs? My other thing is, this is all alleged. This is just me trying to understand the situation. Were you sleeping with him? I'm trying to play both sides. Was there a case where you were sleeping with this person and he maybe thought that y'all were dating? It could have been led that way. I don't know. And so you could have came home intoxicated and just went off. Maybe something didn't go right. Or maybe that's not the case. But what I do know in a lot of situations, because I'm not trying to make this a black thing, but some of the comments that I've read have made it into a black thing. And let's just be real, a lot of the Drag Race girls date white men. Nothing is wrong with that. You know, I have no issue dating a white guy, but I have encountered white men who, the minute things don't go right, they show their whiteness and they call you the N-word. They don't want to be around. They don't want to show you to their family. They just want the BBC. And they will play Karen and the victim in a heartbeat. So you have to keep one eye open in a way. Like I said, this may not be Widow's situation, but it just seems weird to me that you would have somebody in your house who has all these issues and he thinks that you're his boyfriend. And I'm like, maybe y'all were sleeping with each other. I don't know. None of that matters because none of that should have led to the violence in the situation. And let me read just like 2 comments. All I said was she should have rang police. Where does that say? Assume you know me, attack my looks, family and life. Where? This is a DV issue being coded as a race issue. Yes, I understand the race issue, but at the end of the day, if you're going to beat someone up before trying all the resources, then I'm sorry, but it's on that person, not the victim of the beating. You're all just taking sides because you know who Widow is, not because you know the entire situation. How the hell does being a victim of past and current DV saying she should have rang the police give anyone permission to send me DMs telling me to kill myself or going through my posts, seeing posts about my DV, screenshotting them and sending them to me telling me to kill myself? Where does any of that give anyone permission? And I'll be leaving this group once I post this because Drag Race fans are toxic, arseholes, including the effing administration. You are effing bullies. You should be ashamed, you disgusting pigs. Somebody said he didn't leave. Why not go out to the streets? Call some friends. Call the authorities. Let them handle it. Why choosing violence? Aren't we supposed to be the ones different? Don't hate on me. I'm just wondering. Beating someone while sleeping, and I'm not excusing him, by the way. See, I hate this because, like, I feel like now Widow is being painted as, like, this violent black person. And, you know, half of the Drag Race fandom is toxic and racist. And I can guarantee you some of the fans who were saying Black Lives Matter not too long ago are now like, throw that bitch under the jail. Throw her under the jail. I can promise you that. And I do agree with them in some points because instead of you automatically going to beat somebody's butt, call the police. That's true. Call the police. Try that. Try that. Like I'm saying, maybe so many things hit her at once and it could have also dealt with the alcohol. But I bet you when she was beating that man's ass, she probably was thinking about some of the fans. Like all that came together and she just went off. That doesn't make it right. It doesn't. Because, like, okay, fine, beat him up, but then when you get to, like, strangulation and the guy needs 14 stitches, then yeah, you're going to have to hold maybe a little bit of accountability for that. That's just the truth. It is. That's the truth. I mean, I understand, though. Like, I said, get out of my house. And why would you even try Widow Von Du? Have you seen her? Bitch, she looks like a football player that will, I'm for real, that will whoop your ass. So, like, I mean, just leave. And this is random, but, you know, the whole, like, Widow needing $50K to get out, or that's her bond. I'm like, this has nothing to do with RuPaul at all. But RuPaul, I mean, could you help her? And also, RuPaul, for those of y'all that watched the Down Under and you saw that she called out that queen about her blackface and racism and all that on stage, why have you never done that to some of the girls in the U.S.? The Sharon Needles and Ginger Minges that these girls, like, you know, I can't think of her name, but you know, the girl that, the Nazi thing, the girl that looks like Taylor Swift. These girls, a lot of things, you have never called out the U.S. girls on stage about racism or other situations. Why is that? That's just another story.
Yeah, but I'm curious to know what you guys think about this unfortunate situation. You know, let's just talk about it. Discuss about it, you know? Mature conversation. Do you guys think Widow's in the wrong? Do you think the Liam person could be telling the truth? Do you think he's lying? Do you agree with both sides? I just hope that Widow still gets loved and this doesn't ruin any shots of All Stars or anything, because let's be real, there's been plenty of white queens on there with mug shots who's been in jail as well. So it's just how life goes. You know, the good comes with the bad comes with the good. Hopefully people can just forgive and just let things handle how they're going to handle, and it'll all work out. So I wish Widow the best. I wish that person a speedy recovery, and until next time, everybody stay beat, stay beautiful, and most importantly, stay blessed.